was a fake list.
Yeah.
And I'm on it.
Yes, this video was deleted. I don't know what exactly actually happened. I posted this 1 day ago. Going through my clips, I realized it was off. I don't know if I said something that triggered these people. What exactly? They had to take it down. I had to re-edit the video so you can see exactly what is going on.
I have to explain because there was a fake list.
Yeah.
And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it would be more believable.
Maybe, but it's like, you know, so I'm just going to say, you know, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful. So let me just get my part out.
Okay.
I never got kicked out of Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Oh, gosh.
Never got kicked out of Guy Fieri's restaurant. I didn't get kicked off Bill Maher's show. I didn't get into a fight with Oprah backstage here at The View. I mean, it just goes, it's insane. It goes on and on and on. And what I'm going to say about all of that...
But are you having George Clooney's baby? That's what I want to know.
Not now. You know? But, I mean, sites get away with posting all kinds of garbage, and they call it satire. But I'm saying this now. As we're talking about this, people who post these things should be very careful, because once someone is cleared of your insanity, they're going to call their lawyer on you.
Well, I think news organizations need to be careful, too, because we know those conspiracy sites, if you source your stories, you're going to figure out that they're not great. But what I don't like is we live in a day and age of aggregate news feeds where to get you to click, they might mention a big name, even though in the article they explain that's not what you're clicking on. I think it's important they recognize that this is a dangerous time where once it's out there, people might never check
And
whether it
people are
was
not
true.
going to read 900 pages because it's difficult to do so.
No, but this topic, I think, so people also believe what they want to. They need to be careful when they read a story that their reactive and primal anger and hate and fear doesn't dictate the ending of the story.
Recently, I've seen a lot of articles people publish, they call it satire, that Whoopi Goldberg was supposed to be on that list. When you take a look at this article, Whoopi Goldberg shut down rumors she was on the Epstein list on The View. I have nothing to hide. Whoopi Goldberg is setting the record straight on The View. Just moment into today's show, the moderator made it abundantly clear that any association between herself and convicted ex-offender Jeffrey is entirely fabricated. Her comment came during a conversation about the Epstein list, a collection of court documents featuring names from civil suit against Maxwell, who helped Epstein as trafficking girls. When you take a look at this video we're about to watch, you realize they first put out that social media fabricated a fake list.
I was very concerned about some of the coverage that I had seen. I mean, people were dying for this information. There was some sort of list that everybody thought was going to come out, and who's on the list. Only some of the documents have been released, about 900 of them. They've been unsealed. The documents, I have identified numerous Epstein associates and public figures that have been mentioned in proceedings of the 2015 defamation lawsuit brought by Virginia Giuffre against Ghislaine Maxwell, right? So that's the bulk of it. Wednesday's release marks the first set of documents related to the case to become unsealed. My understanding is that more are anticipated to be revealed in coming days. What's important for us to note is we shouldn't be repeating names that are on the list, because just because your name has, not on the list, but in the documents, just because your name is on the documents doesn't mean that you have done anything criminally irresponsible or illegal or civilly irresponsible.
Or that you were a client.
Or that you were a client.
Right.
It only really, these documents as I read them, only reflect.
Yes, according to Sonia Austin, what she is saying here, I understand they are trying to defend their own. That is clear. If you see the names that came out and Sonia Austin and the entire The View, they have been advocating for these people.
Someone is cleared of your insanity,
Yes.
they're going to call their lawyer on you.
Well, I think news organizations need to be careful, too, because we know those conspiracy sites, if you source your stories, you're going to figure out that they're not great. But what I don't like is we live in a day and age of aggregate news feeds where to get you to click, they might mention a big name, even though in the article they explain that's not what you're clicking on. I think it's important they recognize that this is a dangerous time where once it's out there, people might never check. Whether
Initially, I watched a short video where Whoopi said social media created a fake list about all this. I don't know. I have not seen that, but it is concerning. The list I saw was authentic. So I don't get the point where they try to say social media created a fake list or they are attributing whatever thing we saw fake or what exactly. I don't get it. Sonia Austin mockingly asked, so you were on the island, referring to little James, the private island owned by Epstein, to which Goldberg replied, apparently, I don't know, they said I was on the island, and I'm like, I don't go anywhere. Whoopi Goldberg addressed people who are spreading fake informations about her on social media. Recently, I have seen a lot of things pertaining to The View while they were on break. I understand this is a show that I don't agree with, in most cases, but sometimes this needs to stop. When I search on Google, what I see is disgusting. A lot of fake news pertaining to these people. I don't usually like to put out videos about them again because of all this. You would think this article is authentic, but at the end of the day, it was a satire something. So it is actually a real issue which need to be addressed. I don't support them, but I don't support the view in any way. But seeing people putting out these fake informations on daily basis, it is harmful, like for real. I don't want to play around word because I disagree with them. We should be able to address certain issues the way they are, not relating to our political issue. I saw in another case.
On the far right who want to wish cast these liberal elites being part of the Epstein things. We know Bill Clinton's name has come up, but no wrongdoing has been alleged.
No wrongdoing has been alleged.
But Donald Trump's name has also come up. No wrongdoing alleged. But I do remember being at the White House when Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, and Donald Trump said, I wish her well. And afterward, I ran back to his office. I said, you need to walk that back. And he didn't. He doubled down. Now, I'm not accusing him of anything other than the fact that this is a horrible woman who actually brought women.
She was a predator. She hunted them at school.
And there's something even more evil about a woman who does this to other women.
Girls,
and he said, I wish her well. So I think the long and short being, people need to take a beat. They need to be responsible about what they read. The 2024. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, 2024, the FBI warned we're going to see a record level of disinformation. We're going